Hello friends. Today, I want to speak about a significant and unfolding diplomatic issue, one that has sparked international debate and raised critical questions about sovereignty, security, and global alliances. This concerns the United States' renewed interest in Greenland and the firm response from Denmark's Prime Minister, Mette Frederiksen. During a recent visit to Greenland, Prime Minister Frederiksen made a strong and clear statement directed at the United States. You cannot annex another country, even when the argument is framed around international security. Now, this statement wasn't made in isolation. It came in response to increasing U.S. interest in Greenland, particularly from President Donald Trump, who has repeatedly expressed a desire for the U.S. to take control of the territory, citing its strategic importance to national security. The Arctic has long been a crucial region for geopolitical maneuvering, and Greenland, a semi-autonomous part of the Kingdom of Denmark, plays a key role in that landscape. Just recently, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance visited a remote American military base in Greenland and criticized Denmark for what he called a lack of investment in the territory's infrastructure and security. Meanwhile, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio took the conversation even further, stating that Denmark should focus on the fact that the Greenlanders don't want to be a part of Denmark. Now, Prime Minister Frederiksen was not about to let these remarks go unchallenged. Standing alongside Greenland's incoming and outgoing leaders on board a Danish naval ship, she pushed back against these claims, defending Denmark's commitment to Greenland and its people. She reminded the world that Denmark is a strong and reliable NATO ally, that it has invested in defense, and that it has stood by the U.S. whenever called upon. But she made it very clear, when the U.S. demands to take over a part of Danish territory, it crosses a line. She asked a crucial question. When a close ally applies pressure and threats against another, what does that say about their relationship? Frederiksen went on to make a broader point about global stability, saying, "This is about the world order that we have built together across the Atlantic over generations. You cannot annex another country, not even under the argument of international security." She didn't just reject the idea of U.S. annexation, she also extended an invitation. If the United States truly wants to strengthen security in the Arctic, Denmark is ready to work together as partners. Meanwhile, in Greenland, political leaders have been preparing for potential changes. For years, there has been growing support for the idea of Greenlandic independence, and just last week, the island's political parties agreed to form a new coalition government. This move signals their commitment to Greenland's future and sends a message that any decisions about the island will be made by its own people, not by external powers. Denmark's Foreign Minister, Lars Løkke Rasmussen, echoed Frederiksen's strong stance. While attending a NATO meeting in Brussels, he had what he described as an honest and direct conversation with Rubio. He later stated that any discussions about annexing Greenland are unacceptable and disrespectful, calling them a violation of international law. Rubio, however, insisted that the U.S. did not plant the idea of independence in Greenlanders' minds. According to him, Greenland's leaders have been talking about this for a long time, and if they ever choose to separate from Denmark, the United States would be ready to establish a partnership with them, but he admitted that we are not at that stage yet. So, where does this leave us? The U.S. has made it clear that it sees Greenland as a vital strategic location. Denmark has made it just as clear that it will not allow any attempt to annex its territory. Greenland, meanwhile, continues to assert its autonomy, navigating a path between growing self-determination and maintaining strong international relationships. This situation highlights the complex balance of power in the Arctic and the challenges of maintaining alliances while also defending national sovereignty. It also reminds us all of a fundamental principle in international relations, respecting the rights of nations and territories to determine their own future. As this issue develops, the world will be watching to see how Denmark, Greenland, and the United States navigate these tensions. One thing is certain, Greenland's future will be decided by its people, not by foreign powers looking to expand their influence.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.